what is happening at Groove. Recently, Mike Feldsame did two State of the Groovians, going over everything that's happening with GrooveFunnels, which is now Groove.cm, and the Groove.ai platform. And because a lot of people do not want to watch a 5-hour live stream, here in this video I will condense everything for you to just the most important points, so you know exactly what's going on over at Groove Digital. So recently there have been a couple of announcements in the official Facebook group of the Groove.cm, and there was an update from Mike Feldsame to their Groove community, and essentially he went over everything that's happening with the developments. They were expecting some bugs or experiencing some bugs. Most of them are fixed right now, but this is what's happening right now. And to give you a little bit of context, I'm one of the biggest affiliates for GrooveFunnels, and I pay very close attention to what's happening over at the platform. So I have made over $130,000 in commission, so I'm a huge affiliate. But as you can see here from this graph, last years have been stagnant. It's been like the company has gone through difficult times, and Mike mentioned me a couple of times in the presentation, so I really want to address everything that he said here as well, because I currently still run one of the biggest unofficial Facebook groups for Groove Digital, for Groove.ai, and for the Groove.cm platform. And in there I asked, what's your opinion about the last state of the Groovian? And I got mixed results of there, and I want to get into this video as well. Essentially, I made a public announcement recently that I will use Groove again, but then I saw the latest updates. I started setting up my domain and membership, everything in Groove. Everything went smooth in the beginning because currently I'm teaching a program, like a strategy about how to build funnels, community funnels on Facebook, getting leads from Facebook groups into a CRM like Groove, and really wanted to build that on Groove with a new restart, with a new brand. And for more context, I have not used Groove actively too much recently. In 2022 I switched from Kartra to Systema.io and sent over 750,000 emails to a list of 3,000 people, and I was really happy with this. But I always waited for Groove to really deliver on their promises. They promoted me, I promoted them. In the meantime, I heavily promoted the Groove.ai platform, and everything went really fine. And so that's just some background, that everything that I'm saying here, you know exactly the place where I'm coming from. My offer is currently the #1, also thanks to Groove promoting me in the Systema.io marketplace. And then when I was transitioning everything over, or like trying to use Groove again for some of my content, I got ill. I saw the announcement of Mike, and before that I ran into a couple of problems, nothing major, but for example, like Zapier was not working. Support told me there is no ETA for having this fixed, so my Facebook automation did not work. And essentially I also had problems with the email autoresponder, not getting it to work because I had some problems with SendGrid, and also was really happy using Systema.io. Essentially what happened is they had some major bugs, and typically what you would expect from a company who wants to charge $300 for their software per month, like you at least get a notice when there is a scheduled maintenance. So this was more like what Mike did here, was more a reactive addressing the community, because they made some major updates to their platform, everything. Then they experienced bugs that they were not able to see during the testing phase, and then he made an announcement, and then they worked on fixing the bugs that caused by the refactoring of the code and everything there. So most of this is fixed right now. And personally, like, I also made a shift to my business again, going back to having more transparent, more authentic reviews. So this is why I'm also recording this in a one take essentially. And I believe the only thing that really matters when it comes to doing ethical sales is that your potential customers really know that you care, and the people over at Groove, like, they really care. Like, even during the bugs and everything they experienced, all the technical challenges. They really cared about them. When Mike mentioned when someone had a launch, they tried to fix the most important things like PayPal not working for 1 or 2 days as soon as possible for these customers. But the second thing is also that the product exactly helps the customers solve their problem. And this is currently, like, at least with the difficulties that I experienced, and especially the automations not working through Zapier, something that Groove still needs some improvement on. So essentially, this is exactly what Mike Filsaime talked about in the first state of the Groovian. And here's a non-AI generated summary of what he said, from what I understood after I watched the whole 3-hour event. GrooveCM, like Mike said, GrooveCM had some major problems in and after the refactoring of the core of the code that they are still trying to fix. Currently, there's new features. There's no new features coming out. They're really trying to build a super solid core app with Pages, GrooveCell working, GrooveMail working. And during this, there was also something that was misunderstood, because Mike said something like, at the current state, like with all the bugs doing, like fixing the bugs, he said currently he would not pay $300 per month for GrooveCM, but they hope with a new code base and development team, they will be able to release things faster again in the near future. And for context, most people who use Groove, they bought into the lifetime deal, so there's not very many people paying $300 per month for the GrooveCM system right now, and this is something that I addressed, that I pointed out. But the good news is, and this is something where you can see that the company, that Mike and all the team really cares. For example, like for all the existing lifetime members, they will honor unlimited email sending. They plan to integrate with SendGrid, really not developing their own email SMTP and things like this. So all Groove lifetime backers will get free email sending as promised. And about Groove AI, essentially they said they are still working on bringing the ChatGPT apps that allow you to create bullet timestamps for your bullet points for webinars and things like this, to refine your email copy and things that are not native inside of Groove AI right now. They will bring this natively to the Groove AI tool right now. So this is really condensed summary of the first 3-hour event. And now I really want to get into what Mike said here, there was some miscommunication. I went live in my Facebook group here, but currently, again, as I said, most people still pay the lifetime for $2,497 and own the software for life. And this is the majority also of people probably watching this video. So the current state of Groove, I'm recording this on March 15th, is that you, to get going with Groove, you still need a third-party tool, email tool, something like SendGrid or Amazon SES, which is, at least to me, was a little bit complicated to set up. And the big deal breaker for me was Zapier not working, ETA, and there's still like a lot of smaller bugs inside the software, many coming soon sections that the development team and everything hope to fix after now the refactoring of the code. They switched their development team. They now have in the past they worked with a third-party development team they were absolutely not happy with. So Mike addressed this a couple of times, saying like how unhappy he was with the code. So they basically spent the last 2 years trying to get to a state where they have a good code base, and it seems like they finally figured this out, and this is what they will be moving forward from today. So the progress from today should be much faster than it was in the past. This brings us to what's changing for Groove in 2024 and how the strategy changes, especially with the bigger overall strategy changes for Groove that will be happening in 2025 and moving forward. Here's the content breakdown I had created with ChatGPT. So essentially, and these were the news that Mike mentioned, Groove AI will become part of GrooveCM. There will be only one plan moving forward for subscribers. They will they decided to completely end the free plans and introduce new pricing tiers. This is something that will be completely different. And they went a little bit about like everything Groove AI. I will not go into this detail here. I will go a little bit into the detail about why they ended the free plans and what the new pricing plans will look like. So definitely stay tuned for this. And I will go over a little bit about the new white label announcement that they made, because Groove plans to really compete with Go High Level. And then I will go over how this, what the implications will be for current users and how the strategy will impact all of us, essentially. There was a detailed explanation of key features. Again, most important is that ChatGPTs will become native apps inside the Groove AI platform. But unfortunately, we cannot use our own OpenAI API keys to use the app because, there's technical limitations by OpenAI. And that's everything that was, and then lots of things happening to get Groove AI white label ready, essentially. More important for the majority of users, and probably even some of the people watching this video, is why Groove ended their free plans. So essentially, they made a complete shift in their strategy, trying to compete with Go High Level, who's currently having the momentum on their side in the funnel builder space. Lots of former users, affiliates of ClickFunnels, now recommend Groove Go High Level. They create their own white label of Go High Level, and this is the place where Mike really plans to compete and Groove plans to compete. When they exploded, essentially, it was due to the butterfly marketing effect and strategy that Groove had in place. But with all the free users, I think they got over 600,000 free users and a couple of thousand paid users. And this put a lot of pressure on support and their resources. And Mike and the team believe that offering free plans meant a lot of users needed help and use the platform. And this put a lot of stress on their team and the technology running it, and they really want to support paying users, which makes sense from a company standpoint. The only problem is that one of their past advertising claims was that Groove will be free forever, so it looks like they're really moving away from this claim, and some people are really upset about this. But what they also explained is that a lot of the free users did not have any intention to ever pay for the app, so it just does not make any economical sense for the company to keep serving them. Everyone who's on a free plan will have the ability to switch to a paid subscription. There will be a 90-day grace period or something like this, so everybody has enough time to move to a different platform, to switch to something else. The implications is essentially, either as a free user of GrooveFunnels or GrooveCM, you must, accept the new pricing, or you will have to move to something else, and then there's something else. But what was more interesting was essentially when Mike went over the different pricing plans, because from in the future there will be 3 different pricing plans, and I took some screenshots here, made them a little bit bigger so we can go over them a little bit about what is planned. Nothing of this here is set in stones. It's just like working documents that Mike shared throughout the presentation. So there will be a special offer at sign up for courses and services, but essentially they really plan to be an established SaaS platform where you have different pricing tiers. There will be a starter plan. Currently it's planned to launch at $99 a month, and people will be able, and this will include 500 contacts, and the end user uses their white label SendGrid through us, and they will charge retail rates of SendGrid, but work out on a deal with SendGrid to get cheaper than their published price, the same price to the user. But the most important thing here is that the $99 a month plan probably will not have Groove Member, no Groove Card, and no automated webinars, but it will include the complete Groove AI version that they plan to sell for $99 per month, which I think is a competitive plan. I wish they put Groove Member into this plan here right now, so people just starting out could use it to sell their courses. But again, like nothing is set in stone. Then there will be an influencer plan at $199 for 10,000 contacts. Same thing with SendGrid. And then all Groove.ai, for the $199 plan. And then there will be an enterprise plan for unlimited contacts. Again, sending will happen through SendGrid, and probably there will be an extra charge for the email costs. But all lifetime backers of the GrooveFunnels platform will be grandfathered in. They will not have to pay any money for sending emails in the future. Again, this is something that he went really in depth with, is going into deeper into Groove.ai, and essentially here Mike made some changes throughout the documents, and that brings me to what will be happening in the future. I'm an independent affiliate. I run the findfocus.net blog post where I compare different tools, and Mike has been a friend of me for almost 10 years now, so I was always a little bit biased towards Groove, but with everything happening at the company, I decided to also put more effort into being more like independent affiliate again. So this is why I'm also making some strategic changes in my business, and I'm sure I will do blog posts and YouTube videos about the new Groove white label offer. So spelling mistake here, but essentially there will be, and this is the big announcement, the one more thing is that they will be competing with Go High Level. They will focus on the white label version, which will start at $500 per month. There will be an option for support for the white label offer, something that Go High Level does not have. This will come at a $300 per month price. It will cost $300 per month. And again, there will be a different video about this. But what does this mean for you as a Groove user, as a free Groove user, or as someone who backed GrooveFunnels back in the day? And in my community, this was essentially the sentiment of the people who reacted to my post. Here, just like Derek Johnson said, like, Groove has so much potential, but in the last 3 years, they made so little progress. New options are popping faster up than updates, and he really wants the company to focus and deliver on the top 3 must-haves, which I believe for him and like for me and everyone else is Groove Pages, Groove Sell, and Groove Mail. And this is exactly what they now did with the Groove, with the recent refactoring of the code. And so it just takes longer than all of us would have it like, and this is exactly what will happen. And for Groove as a company, it means the majority of their income will come from white label customers in the future. This is really the projection that they have. And to make this strategy work, Mike even said this throughout the presentation, he would be delusional, like the software needs to get much better than it is right now. And essentially, all of us need to wait a little bit longer. The current date when the white label option and everything for Groove.cm will be available is targeted to be somewhere in fall 2024. So it could be July, it could be August, maybe, because everything always takes longer. It can be September or October, but that's their current projected timeline. And what does this mean for free users, for people who back the software? Free users will have to choose a different platform. And personally, I have been using Systema.io, which has a very generous free tier. So I think a lot of people will choose Systema.io because it's currently, in my opinion, the best free funnel building software, all-in-one funnel building software out there in the market. And I have been switching from Kartra to Systema in 2022, while I was still like waiting for Groove to deliver all of their everything that they promised essentially. And that's currently my recommendation for you as well, if you are a free user, or even if you are a Groove lifetime member or subscriber, but saying like, hey, I want to build a new funnel, something like this. Currently, like, you can get Groove to work. You have support, like I contacted support. There's live chat there. People are really helpful, so there's a lot of improvement on that side. Or if you are already set up with Groove, if you have your pages there, definitely continue use what's there. Kevin Stride has some amazing tutorials about how to set up SendGrid and Amazon SES or something like this. And if you back the white label of Groove.ai, definitely continue using that. Mike announced that the white label offer for the Groove.cm platform will be included as a free bonus. That's definitely something where it's competitive, because Groove, with the combination of the software, the funnel building platform, the all-in-one solution, and their AI solution, definitely has an advantage that their competitors like ClickFunnels or Go High Level do not have. But again, there's still like a lot of work and development needed for Groove and the whole team, and they know it, they are on it, but it will take time, and we do not know how long it will really take, especially with everything that happened in the past. Mike really made the impression like that all of this is a thing of the past. He blamed a lot on the making the wrong choice, essentially working with the wrong company, development company. Now they hired in-house developers and things seem to be much better right now. But my recommendation right now, especially if you're a free user or if you plan to build any new funnels, need email to work, do not want to run into the same challenges that I had, is really go to mling.co/groove alternative and sign up with this theme. This is really the system that I've been using since switching to Kartra. It does not have all of the features that Groove has or that I had with Kartra, but overall, and this is something especially important to the audience that Groove targeted before they made the strategic shift to the white label offer. It's really the easiest tool to get up a landing page, to build a simple funnel, to capture emails. So it's super affordable. And the great thing is they offer even a free custom domain on their free plan, which is something I do not know like how many really established funnel builders offer something like this. Groove does not anymore. It's definitely a great alternative to Groove here as well. And all plans really include unlimited email sending, unlimited storage space for all your videos, unlimited students for people in your membership, no transaction fees. It integrates with a lot of different payment gateways like Stripe, PayPal, and a lot of payment gateways that I've never heard of. But they're really trying to be the low-cost solution for many parts in the world, something that Groove does not want to do anymore. So I think even if you're from a third-party country or from some developing country, it's really super affordable with their pricing plans. But even if you're like me, just more like do-it-yourself type of guy where you do not want to hire an agency for $3,000 per month like Groove Agency, then it's really one of the easiest ways to get up your own funnels in a really easy to use interface. Again, it does not have all the features and bells and whistles of a software like Kartra or even of GrooveFunnels, but it's super easy to use and I really like it. They have amazing support. Whenever I had a problem, like I got a reply back in under 2 hours essentially, and the support team is really like they really have their processes dialed in. This is really what I'm trying to say here. They have their processes dialed in. They have been growing like steadily. They operate on a very low profit margin, so I do not know like how they can offer everything, but it also means like you have to take what is there. They're taking a really slow Kaizen approach to everything, just developing one feature at a time, focusing on the basics in the most elegant way, as one review said. And you basically only need an email to sign up for the system to get a free account. And they offer 60% affiliate commission, which is also a great incentive for me as an independent affiliate to promote the software. And one of the things that no other funnel builder offers is that if you decide to make the switch from Groove or from any other funnel builder like ClickFunnels or something like this, they will move your entire business, all the membership, all the courses, all your landing pages, literally all your sales funnels to Systema for free. So you do not need to hire any developer, any designer, anything like this. They will just replicate what you have built right now. And all you need to do is to sign up to their unlimited monthly plan or to any of their annual plans, and then tell them what you want to migrate, and then they will give you an estimate time of how long this will take, but then they will migrate your whole business for free, which is just mind-blowing that they're able to offer something like this. And again, just go to amlink.groove/groove alternative. I will also put the link somewhere below this video. Let me just open here the website here. Basically, when you go here to the link I showed, make sure that it shows something like this here with the 01A18, so it's my affiliate link. And then all you need to do is to enter your email address to create a free account. It's free forever, and there's no credit card required. And currently they have over 300,000 users, and they really have a solid business plan. They're not adding a lot of new features. They're not adding a lot of features super fast. It's just, as I said, like a constant improvement. And really and this is the major advantage that I see Systema has over a tool like Go High Level or even Kartra, is that it's really easy to use. It's super easy to use. It does not have all the bells and whistles, but it's super easy to create sales funnels, sending emails. I've sent over 750,000 emails right now with great deliverability. You can build websites, branded websites. You can have your blog, and here it even says like it replaces WordPress, Kartra, Kajabi, and Wix for email. So you see, it's a lot similar to what GrooveFunnels offers, that you can replace Kajabi lead pages, replace MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, Aweber, and all of these tools. And then also, like they even have a built-in affiliate platform that I'm currently using. You can use it to host your courses, so it's an alternative to Teachable, Podia, Scientific, and Kartra. And again, it's really offers some advanced automation, just like ClickFunnels, Kartra, and Builderall. So obviously I said something of this to make sure that this video ranks for SEO on YouTube, but it's again like I'm using this platform. I've sold over, I'm one of the biggest affiliates in their marketplace, as I've shown inside the presentation that I created. They have a public roadmap here where you can see what's there, what's not there, what is in plan, what is already launched. But overall, I really like Systema.io. There's a lot of people who promote it. Oftentimes it gets recommended even though people do not share an affiliate link, because it's just a great solution. And currently I think it's, especially for free users or people who just want to do it themselves, like it's the best alternative to Groove out there right now. If you decide I do not want to wait any longer, I do not want to wait until fall, or like until Groove really develops what they promised. Again, I believe if you're currently on Groove, like you can definitely use what's there. It's working. There's people using it to run their businesses, and switching costs are typically super high. Getting to know new software, and as I said, it does not, and it will probably never have all the bells and whistles that GrooveFunnels will have. GrooveFunnels has a much different strategy. They will focus on the white label offer, which means the product has to become really good, much better than it is right now. But I'm positive that with especially with the AI feature, Groove will stand out from the competitors, and that it is a good solution. But again, like currently in terms of value for money, nothing beats Systema.io. Essentially right now, it's one of the companies that are super thriving. The one is Go High Level, and the other alternative is Systema.io. And there's a lot of great templates, a lot of great designers there as well, and I just highly recommend it as a Groove alternative. If you have any questions, please leave them below this video, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you inside my review of the new Groove white label offer, and explaining my thoughts about should you use it, what to expect, what's happening there, and really looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much. Looking forward to seeing your comments and seeing you inside the next video.